Plan 6 from outer space. Self-deceiving heart. Hero's blood, monster's blood. In the third act, the story details have explorers cause bloodshed in strange world. This is exactly what dream chasers of the pioneering age live for. John Bill, when will this never end? Aren't these movies all the same? Who is this? Is this Scott? Oh my, even a proper pioneer like the cowboy can't bear to watch any longer. Director, though I don't know your life story, but surely a box of a disaster and a miserable end seem all but fated. And you, Mr. Scott, did you change your tune because you are planning to abandon the darkness and embrace the light? Looks like not even Assassin's Master can tolerate the trashy films anymore. Director, did you place me in the wrong spot? I'm still among the bad guys. No. Give you a stellar performance earlier. Our partnership ends here. As for old Audie, I'll file a claim for accidental casualty compensation on your behalf. It will be issued to your family. Because the ending of the Plan 6 from outer spaces. No survivors. Huh. Grady, since you show no mercy, don't blame me for returning the favor. Director, Aventurin. My all your study was just an act to fool our enemies. I infiltrated this group specifically for this moment, to help you win the Holy Grail, the only one who truly deserves it. I may vomit. Oh, Mr. Scott, I know things haven't been going smoothly for you and your department, but if you can show enough commitment, the strategic investment department might have a better spot for you. How do you accept such things so easily? Grady, you don't think I was truly letting you play me like a fool, right? As an actor, I'm part of your noble phantasm too. Such being the former protagonist, I can naturally use your second noble phantasm's power. How dare you? Director Venturan, this is my show of commitment to you. Deploying staff access, one-click noble phantasm skip. Oh. Progress bar is progressing rapidly. Everyone please stop acting. The broadcast is having technical difficulties. Please stand by. Lyndon Scott, well, obscene language from the prison world era. Me. How can there be an audience so uncultured? You skipped all the best parts of the movie. This is the result of my entire life's work. And it was trash. You know nothing. I'm the creator of the Dream Bubble movie genre. I was who established the first film company in Penacony. I hadn't given up on my monopoly on filmmaking technology. The watchmaker and Maven would never have achieved what they did. So, would that make the films you made not bad? I'm even feeling a little bad for you now, Director Grady. You were truthfully outclassed by true auteurs. As a master of marketing or an inventor, you're undoubtedly a success. But the audience doesn't care what you gave in your efforts. They just know that your move was terrible. You can't feel the limits of the audience's patience. It's just an endless, cliché-ridden, silent series of oddly unexpected gore, but a waste of everyone's time. It's no surprise that the audience eventually abandoned you. Well, it's hopeless. This guy's probably gone mad. Archer. What? I simply offered him a final shot. You're the one who drove him insane. What a sharp-tongued, amusing, and flamboyant actor you are. It's rare for anyone to make me go completely speechless during a debate. Oh. Not the bugs. Didn't see that coming, did you? Strangely, you all in this nightmare pantomime feels a bit dull now. Tammy, would you be interested in siding with old Audie? What are you yapping about this time? Trying to drive a wedge? If we join forces, we could sweep the rest of these opponents off the board in an instant. Truly a senior executive of the strategic investment department who understands investments better than anyone would make the right choice. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Aventura? Please, no, he wouldn't. You seem particularly obsessed with me, Director. Is it because I, as an amateur film critic, repeatedly tore apart your masterpiece? Of course, it's because you're a cleverer one here, most aware of the fact that despite your apparent power, none of you have actually escaped my bounded field. For someone like you, a betrayal is always an option to consider, not a moral absolute. Someone like me? You may be a terrible filmmaker, but you're not bad at reading people. Rockman, you're not seriously. A good businessman always evaluates the situation and adjusts his stance for better investment. I'm tired of this endless farce. Eliminating as many competitors at once is quite profitable. You're double-crossing me again? Great, I love flexible actors like you. Now let me show my goodwill. Let's move to the next scene. Your caliber deserves a much bigger stage. The Golden Gatekeeper. Lead actor is Aventura. I think he's just doing this so we can like get out. Oh.
As my servant, you'll come with me, right?
Taking orders from a hack like Grady? Oh, seriously? Makes sense. Compared to this lad, you and Grady are clearly cut from the same money-grabbing cloth.
Well, what's wrong with being a little underhanded if we can win?
This is going to be way tougher in Skull Wars. Yeah. Don't let me misjudge you. Guess I'll need to use a few extra fudging bullets on this guy. No, it should be my sword that delivers the final blow to the enemy commander. Master, if we are just joking, I can still cover for you if you apologize now. But if you're serious, it's when I have a feather blood being spilled. I'll ask one more time. Shall I remove your legs first? Or should I start by cutting off that irritating hand of yours, Mr. Aventuran?
So you still refuse? You know, I should use my command spells to force you into submission, but I hate brands on the flesh that bend someone to another's will. If staying with them is your wish, then so be it. But sometimes, a change in perspective will make you see the gamble in its entirety.
That's right, killing you would erase my existence. But sorry everyone, I surrender. I give up. Archer! You gave up way too quickly. Something's a bush here. What did I expect with your awful summoning luck? I told you, a guy covered in gold is never good news. But as your servant, I'll follow your commands. Wait, director, I can be a traitor too. I want more scenes too, Fantastic. No more exceptional needs at once. I give you bigger roles, turn you into unstoppable monsters who tear everyone apart. Step into the spotlight, Mr. Aventuran, and enjoy the special featured I've created just for you.
All or nothing.
Receive divinity.
Torment and doubt, farewell.
Yeah, this is probably not the best team to fight against Aventuran. We'll have to see.
Future will come.
Prepare for something.
Burn it all. I'll accept your punishment.
Ba-da-dum. Ba-da-ba-da-da-da-da.
Bloom. Repay.
Serenity is before me.
Forever doomed. The dead return.
More tomorrow.
Fury upon you.
Ba-dum.
Burn it all.
Torment and
Oh,
doubt,
equal.
farewell. I will watch over you and guide you on your path.
Fury of innumerable core flames consume me. Hail the new dawn. Quench the flames with blood, branded with strife. Your sun, tear the sky. Quench the flames with blood. Remember agony.
Let's go, finally.
Hail the new dawn.
Goodbye, Aventuran. Sorry, buddy. Ooh, cutscene!
Are you seeing the enemy's position now, Archer? Now it's time to put an end to this!
Hi there, buddy.
Why do actors in horror films never see where the monsters come from? Why do monsters keep popping into the frame as long as the film is rolling? It's because the true monster is born beyond the set. The director's lens is the real cradle of terrors. Your presence concealment skill is simply a manifestation of the theatrical rule that characters in the story cannot see the cinematographer filming behind the lens. But monsters are different. They are the soul of horror films, the focus of the lens. Their line of sight is always fixed on the camera's position. That's why only Scott, the man playing the monster, can see you.
You win. I concede. Having the devil lurking behind the lens and getting real monsters to step into the theater. That was my finest offline marketing campaign ever. Who'd have thought that someone could still see through my tricks hundreds of years in the future? How did you do it, friend?
I
Did
used
I
my
ever mention
brain.
it to you? Well, I am your fan, Mr. Greedy.
No wonder you know his
A
film so
director
well.
of flops from centuries ago, catching the eye of a big shot from the strategic investment department.
Every time I hear Big Shot, I
Thanks
have
for
to
the
think of
compliment,
Deltarune
but that was
now.
a pretty bad lie from you.
Oh, have more confidence in yourself, Mr. Greedy. After I stumbled upon your first movie, curiosity led me to dig through the archives of Greedy films. Now, you had each moviegoer sign a death and liability release waiver before entering the theater. And you released Memory Zone memes into the theater at intermission. Oh, these interactive marketing tactics were way ahead of their time. You could smell out exact market demands and deliver
Did he
maximum
kill the
impact with
people who
minimal
went and
resources.
watched the movie?
Oh, had we met back then, I would have made sure to secure a spot for you in the marketing department.
I'd rather not be recognized for those achievements.
You could have been rolling in riches. But you poured everything into filmmaking to create something you loved. You're a director worthy of respect for that alone. But what you've done is unforgivable.
The watchmaker said almost the same thing to me back then. But like I said, I concede. I have no talent and can't create true art. I've come to terms with that after dying.
Then could you tell us old Odie's plan? If he truly wanted to achieve his wish, he could have easily hired a few masters to stage out a variety show with a rigged outcome. But he deliberately gathered a group of uncontrollable individuals to participate in a Holy Grail war that might never even happen.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Odie gave me a backup plan before I came here. When I lose, I'm to humbly admit defeat and invite everyone to the Grand Theater. Mr. Odie and the Holy Grail will be waiting for you there. You'll hear all the answers from him. And you, my fan, this little behind the scenes is just for you. I believe the reason Mr. Odie reached out to you all is simple. You'll bring in higher ratings for this show.
Do you trust what Grady said?
There's nowhere in Panaconii more fitting for a grand finale than the Grand Theater.
Once again.
Oh, Mr. Boothill. Why are you looking at me like that?
He didn't betray us. I was aware of that.
Didn't expect someone like you to be
Oh,
that
because
fucking
that,
fan.
You could say my master's taste is as tacky as his
Instead of
outfits.
calling me master, a word that brings
That's
back
just
dead
me
class
now.
structures, I prefer you address me as Mr. Aventurine.
See, red guy, those business crooks are all the same. They take everything you throw at them, insulting them's like punching a cotton fluff ball. Ain't no fun at all.
And I graciously comply, Mr. Aventurin. As for the final showdown at the theater, I'm sure that Mr. Adi has already prepared the battleground for us. If the Holy Grail in his possession, he'll be a far more difficult opponent than Grady. The siege and warriors assembled to storm the walls. Now this is starting to feel like a real
I'm
war.
with you. It doesn't matter whether Miss Snowd is now friend or foe. I will bring her back.
Rescue, attempt to gang up on the old... Yeah, attempt to gang up on the old man! It can pay for the emotional damage. And to think of it, wasn't there someone else? Far away, he's slowly slipping away with his harsh
Oh,
steps.
by the way, I think I forgot to ask. Mr. Boothill, do you know which department Scott's from?
The Venturing flushed the grin, as soon as stood in the devil's zone, his lips barely moving as he suddenly mouthed the name of the department. Space Cowboy let out a hearty laugh, cracking his knuckles with a sharp snap, a wicked smirk spreading across his face as he strode toward— What is the department? Do we know it? Hi, sailor! You hear a cry straight out of a cartoon, over the top, full of flair and surprisingly heartfelt. And you just know for a fact that Scott won't be getting out of the hospital bed anytime soon. But have faith in the medical advances of the cosmic age. No Scott was irreversibly harmed in the Holy Grail War, especially not in a dream.
Whew. Now, that's more like it. Let's move out.
Let's move out. Let's go. I have to have Saber in here? Do I? Okay. I guess. It's a mockery of a war, but you set it up so intricately. I don't get it. The 12 hours that reference the passage of time and this moon placed right at the heart of it all. Anyone with magecraft training can feel power continuously flowing into this place, but this world has no magecraft or mages. So, did you really design this whole Grail War, old man? You don't exactly look like a mage.
The sharp instincts of a businessman are enough for me to know where and when to make my moves. And the Holy Grail has told me everything I need to know. You are the servant of that galaxy, Ranger. I didn't think your nose would be even sharper than the Bloodhound family's minions. Is it really wise for you to charge in here on your own instead of loyally staying at your master's side? That cowboy's in quite a pinch right now and would appreciate a speedy rescue.
Okay, and if I blow your head off right here, that'd save my mental clump of a master too, no? Let me offer you some advice from experience. The Holy Grail never grants wishes the way people expect. All it leaves behind are dead souls buried by their desires.
I appreciate the advice, truly. In that case, am I not giving the Holy Grail a new purpose?
Entertainment spectacle, I get it now. That clicks pretty well with the essence of the Holy Grail. No wonder it managed to power this Holy Grail. I've been wondering what you could possibly put into the Holy Grail apart from wine, given this is a barren world where mystics have completely degraded. But if something could replace magical energy and manage to infuse the Holy Grail with enough power to create miracles, well, that changes things entirely. Instead of something that must maintain the concealment of mystics, the Holy Grail War will become a public entertainment spectacle instead. Then the people of this dream-soaked planet will come to believe in the miracle of the Holy Grail through learning its rituals and witnessing the summoning of heroic spirits. And so, little by little, their wishes will turn into fuel, putting the Holy Grail into a fabricated miracle, and the farce orchestra will end up stomping all over those wishes.
Quite the impressive insight, servant from another world. Your presence here was certainly a surprise to me, but you and your friends are needed. The Holy Grail needs more efficient fuel. And that means you. Miss Note? No. It's time for you to show Penacony your true charm.
Curtain fell with a soft rustle, welling the stage in silence.
I did what you wanted me to do.
Well
Oh, I
done,
didn't see that in the
my
back.
old friend. So many years have passed, but I still remember every performance you gave, every dance you danced, every melody you sang. You were like a blooming iris. But I prefer how you are now compared to your heydays on the stage. Stripped of all the external pretenses. So simple. So ordinary.
Enough. OT. Outdated metaphors are as revolting as last night's leftovers. I've kept my promise. Now, it's your turn.
There's no rush, my old friend. Everything you desire can be obtained without magecraft or miracles. Money is all it takes. The so-called Holy Grail is nothing more than a vessel crafted from gold. And the real stars of this show are about to make their entrance. Your job is to hold them off until the last step of the ritual is complete. Once that is done, I will honor my end of the deal.
OT. Looks like your business acumen has rotted along with this world. I could barely restrain that one servant, and now you expect me to take them all on?
Don't be so modest. Unlike Greedy, you are a true artist. You have the talent to bring thousands of characters to life all on your own. You are a perfect counter to these heroes. I will give you the power the Holy Grail has accumulated so that you can crush them all. Then this grand spectacle will come to a glorious finale.
Well, I have to play a freaking saber now, so that's fun.
Ah, fork it. Wasn't that blue guy supposed to scout this place ahead of us? Haven't even heard a single peep from him so far. Could that old man have pulled a fast one on him?
Signs of battle. This doesn't quite seem like something Lancer would do. Maybe he went fishing. And what I know about that man, he might even stir up some pointless fights just to walk away happy.
His note. I'm glad you're okay.
Wait. Something's off. Miss Note. I trust that you've seen Lancer here, haven't you?
Yes. He came to the Grand Theater with his spear raised and ready, eager to impale old Odie on the curtain. I couldn't agree more with his approach, but I still have dreams left unfulfilled in this miraculous second life. So, I asked him to take a break. And I must insist
Hi, Sasha.
that every one of you take a break as well. Until Mr. Odie finishes the ritual.
Well, what if I say
Fear
no?
not. There will be no pain. Please, leave your passion and ambitions on the stage. Like how actors shed their fatigue and makeup behind the curtains. And rest.
Let the curtain fall!
Oh.
Can presents!
Okay, at least I'm together with Saber. Alice? What? How is this possible? Why am I in Britain? This is not Britain. Is this your homeland? Yes, I remember it all. Every tree, every blade of grass. Feels the wind's scent in this town. Costa thinks she... Wait a minute. This is Ada's LSA, isn't it? There's nothing less than where my life as knight began.
Oh, Artorias. Here to draw the sword, aren't you?
Is it not supposed to be? Is it Aiden?
I knew it! That mage Merlin spun such a tall tale, something about whosoe'er pulleth out this sword of this stone is rightwise king of all England. Even an apprentice knight wouldn't be able to resist that.
Did they just not model a new place for us?
That being said, a little fellow like you drawing the sword and becoming king, I really can't picture that.
Right, I agree. I hope the sword in the stone manages to pick the right knight. Master, let's go. What did he just call you? Arturius, that is the male name I used. After all, a female king would have had a very difficult time ruling Britain back in those days. He returned to the moment right before I drew the sword from the stone. That is 100% 80s LSI. 110%, I'm sure of that. I thought Costa would use monsters, foreign armies, or even dragons to trap us here. I miss all this. I never returned here after I left as a knight. What we see before us is the childish dream I had when I was still just a nameless nobody. Fun and Sereni are actual British. Apparently, they come from Britain. The girl seemed to drawn by something. Her gaze wandered to the end of the path. What a shame. She created such a fantasy for me, yet I don't even have a mount. You want to break free from this dream? Is there somewhere you want? I'll find you. I find you something new. Is there somewhere you want to go? My greatest dream as a child was to have a mount of my own, to become a knight, to ride a horse, to follow this very path across the fields and reach the grasslands where Actor's house lies. Who's Actor? He's the old king tasked with raising me. He was my father in the sense. He always wore a stone expression, but laughed at the smallest things. He always told me that he hoped I'd become the ideal king for this land. But in the end, he never got to see me become a king. I'm sorry, Master. I got carried away talking about my past. Not over here. How about we set aside our worries about illusions and dreams, and I'll show you around. How about we get out of this dream? This is 80s LSA. Sereni is over there. Usually. My finance parents are in this house. Is she eating? Is her idol eating? Oh my god. There beneath a tree, a tiny night doll rested as I've lost in a dream. Didn't we also find a doll that Finan made? Next time we see Finan, I'll be sure to ask him if he wants to bowl of... If he wants a... I can't pronounce that. What the fuck is that? If this is the soldier summoned by Costa, it must be an incredibly powerful opponent. Looks a bit like you. That figurine looks totally rad. I've never seen a toy like this. My first 15 years were mostly spent caring for horses and honing my swordsmanship. During my breaks, a mage named Merlin would visit me in my dreams and teach me about ruling as a king. She couldn't even, like, have her own little off time when she was sleeping. It's a meme of a bootleg saber figure from... Oh! Okay, that's kind of funny. What about you, Master? How did you spend your childhood? I don't remember a lot about my past. I also probably was never a child in this body before.
The only thing I remember is being woken up by someone in a space station.
Yeah, I nearly got my first kiss there. It's kind of romantic. Sorry. Really, no wonder your personality is so carefree. Is it because you don't have a past holding you back?
My earliest memory was boarding a train, headed for the stars, and meeting many kindred spirits as friends. Though I have no past, I have a future.
I did become the person I wanted to be.
I became the person I wanted to be.
Well, even in the face of hardship, you're still continuing on your wonderful journey. I wish I did that in my life. Once upon a time, I also wanted to become a specific person. I wanted to save the land I stood on and the people who lived upon it. I wanted to repel the tyranny of King Vortigern. The White Dragon. I wanted to deliver my people from the foreign invaders' hostile rule. I wanted to be the ideal king my people dreamed of, someone who would save Britain for that. I would have sacrificed everything. The mage told me that if I could pull the sword from the stone, then I would achieve my wish. Everyone thought that I would save Britain. So, was Britain saved? I didn't save Britain. I once believed that once I slew Vortigern, I expelled the foreign invaders, gathered the knights of the Round Table, and built the impenetrable castle of Camelot. Peace would finally come to Britain, but that was all a fleeting dream. The knights who once served me abandoned me, and some even raised armies to challenge my rule. Britain was once again engulfed in a war. Merlin had already warned me of all this before I drew the Sword of Selection. He told me that once I drew the sword, I would meet a tragic end, hated by all. And while the kingdom was in its prime, he also told me that Britain would one day fall, and its current prosperity was built on the suffering of its king. Yet I thought I could carry the weight of the kingdom's pain and trade it for the peace of the people. The sacrifice would be worth it, and I would be willing to face my thankless end. Hi, Maniac! You remind me of Sunday, that's actually true. You recount a fantastical dream you had during Pentecost Germany festival to savor, how a man dreamed of creating Paradise Kingdom of his own power. To Robin's older brother, his thoughts and actions do sound a lot similar to mine. I promised everyone that I would build the ideal kingdom, but I left the land of Britain with endless wars, dying warriors and starving children. No one who deserves to face destruction is me, not my country or my people. That's who it should have been. Okay, they're not showing you the whole map. But I'm telling you, 100%. You technically can go up here, and over there is Sarini walking around, very confusingly, as the only NPC and you can interact with her. Why would they? Hoyo wouldn't do this without an actual thought behind doing this.
So this is the sword in the stone?
I've wondered countless times, had I not drawn this sword, or had 3 been born, or had there been someone else more suited to be king? Would Britain have truly become the Ethiopia I dreamed of? And what kind of life would I have lived? To pull out the sword and become king, or to give up and stay in my homeland to quietly live up my days? She's brought me back to the moment I made my choice. Do you wish to stay? Master, I'm so tired. I wish I had a horse to ride across these fields before the sun sets. Hi, Sheena! There are sadly no geese. We have trash pandas, though. I can offer you trash pandas. You called out, your voice echoing, but the drawn-out words never reached the servant. In the moment she hesitated, fate had already been sealed. In truth, you were never here at all. Again? I'm back here, and technically I don't exist again. These are too many parallels. What remains in this place is merely a shadow of you who fell into a noble phantasm, lingering in the dream of another.
She was nothing more than an ordinary girl. Playing the part of a king was already painful enough. Why should we force her to continue in the delusion known as heroic spirits? Better to cast aside her sword, abandon her glory, and become a nameless nobody who watches the world's grand show on the sidelines. I'll help all of you to remove the hero's garish makeup, bit by bit, until I've wiped away even the choice you've made to become a hero. Until I've wiped away all the pain you've endured on this thorny road. I've prepared a simple and happy life for you all in this show. Including you, Trailblazer.
Now,